Life changes when you decide to believe that things are moving in your favor. This belief is not magic, and it is not denial. It is a mental position that gives you strength. When you assume that your efforts will lead somewhere good, you naturally become more active and hopeful. You begin to approach your goals with energy instead of hesitation. Fear still appears, but it no longer controls your decisions. Instead of waiting for perfect certainty, you move forward with trust. That trust fuels action, and action creates opportunities. Many people stay stuck because they expect failure before they even try. By choosing a different expectation, you step into a different experience. You start noticing chances that once seemed invisible. Conversations become openings. Problems become puzzles to solve. Each day becomes a field of possibility rather than a list of threats. Confidence grows quietly inside you, not from empty promises but from repeated effort. You begin to see progress, even in small forms. Those small wins remind you that movement is happening. Over time, this mindset becomes natural. You walk, speak, and think with assurance. Others feel that energy. Doors open more easily because you are willing to knock. This is how belief reshapes reality. It changes how you act, and your actions change what becomes possible. Every challenge carries a hidden invitation to grow stronger. Difficult moments are not signs that life is against you, they are tests that reveal your capacity. When obstacles appear, your reaction determines your direction. Choosing to believe in a positive outcome keeps your mind clear. Panic narrows vision, but trust expands it. You begin to search for solutions instead of blaming circumstances. That search activates creativity and persistence. Growth often feels uncomfortable because it pushes you beyond familiar limits. Yet inside the discomfort is opportunity. Each time you work through a problem, you develop resilience. Skills sharpen. Patience deepens. Understanding widens. The struggle that once seemed unbearable becomes a lesson you carry forward. With this perspective, failure loses its power to intimidate. It becomes feedback, not a final verdict. You adjust, refine, and continue. Momentum builds from repeated attempts. Confidence follows effort, not the other way around. As you overcome small difficulties, larger ones appear manageable. You begin to trust your ability to adapt. That trust becomes a steady force in your life. Instead of avoiding risk, you approach it with preparation and calm. Over time, challenges transform from barriers into stepping stones, guiding you toward a version of yourself that is more capable and self-aware. Progress depends greatly on how you speak to yourself. Inner dialogue shapes emotion and behavior more than most people realize. Encouraging thoughts create energy, while constant criticism drains it. When your self-talk supports growth, motivation becomes easier to sustain. Gentle reminders such as "I am learning" or "I can improve" keep your focus forward. Harsh judgment, on the other hand, traps you in hesitation. Treating yourself with patience allows room for experimentation. Mistakes then become part of development rather than sources of shame. Emotional balance grows from this kindness. Stress decreases when you stop fighting yourself. A calm mind makes clearer decisions. It recognizes priorities and allocates energy wisely. This mental clarity spreads into daily actions. You organize tasks better and respond thoughtfully to pressure. Others sense your steadiness and often mirror it. Relationships benefit from this grounded presence. Supportive connections form when people feel safe around your energy. These relationships further strengthen motivation. Encouragement flows both ways. Over time, compassionate self-talk becomes a habit. You recover from setbacks faster and celebrate progress more sincerely. The journey feels sustainable because you are not battling your own mind. Instead, your thoughts act as allies, guiding you steadily toward your goals. Discipline grows quietly through repeated choices. Motivation may ignite the start of a journey, but habits carry it forward. Each small commitment you keep reinforces your reliability to yourself. Waking up on time, practicing skills, and finishing tasks build structure. Structure reduces chaos and frees mental space for creativity. Consistent routines transform effort into rhythm. Even on difficult days, these rhythms keep you moving. Trust in eventual success makes discipline meaningful. Every action feels connected to a larger purpose. Progress becomes visible through accumulation. Weeks of steady work produce noticeable improvement. That improvement feeds confidence. Confidence encourages further effort, creating a cycle of growth. Patience plays a crucial role in this process. Results rarely appear overnight. Accepting gradual development prevents frustration. You learn to value persistence over speed. Others may chase shortcuts, but steady work proves more reliable. Discipline also strengthens character. It teaches responsibility and focus. These qualities influence every area of life. Professional goals advance, and personal standards rise. Over time, disciplined behavior feels natural rather than forced. It becomes part of your identity. You recognize yourself as someone who follows through. That recognition reinforces belief in your path. With each kept promise, trust in your future deepens. Perspective determines the emotional color of your experiences. Viewing situations through a lens of possibility brightens even ordinary days. Gratitude sharpens this perspective. When you notice what is working, motivation multiplies. Simple acknowledgements of progress create satisfaction. Satisfaction fuels further effort. Complaints, in contrast, narrow attention to what is missing. They drain enthusiasm and stall momentum. Choosing appreciation does not ignore problems. It balances them with awareness of resources. You begin to see support systems, skills, and opportunities already present. This recognition builds optimism grounded in reality. Optimism encourages initiative. You act because you believe improvement is achievable. Energy flows toward constructive solutions. Emotional resilience strengthens through this habit. Setbacks feel temporary rather than permanent. You adapt more quickly and maintain forward motion. Others often respond positively to optimistic energy. Collaborative efforts become easier. Shared confidence accelerates collective progress. Gratitude also deepens enjoyment of the journey. Goals matter, but daily experiences gain value. Work feels purposeful rather than burdensome. Over time, perspective becomes a guiding compass. It directs attention toward growth and connection. This orientation keeps motivation alive even during uncertainty. By choosing how you interpret events, you shape the emotional landscape of your life. Courage appears in moments of uncertainty. Taking action without guarantees requires inner strength. Each decision to move forward expands your comfort zone. Familiar boundaries stretch gradually. Fear diminishes as experience accumulates. Attempt after attempt proves your capability. Confidence develops from evidence gathered through action. Waiting for absolute certainty often leads to stagnation. Movement generates clarity. Information arrives through engagement. You learn by doing, not by endless planning. Risks become manageable when approached thoughtfully. Preparation combined with belief reduces hesitation. Even imperfect steps create progress. Lessons emerge from every attempt. These lessons refine strategy and sharpen awareness. Courage also inspires those around you. Observing determined action encourages collective bravery. Shared momentum grows from individual initiative. Challenges faced together feel lighter. Support strengthens commitment. Over time, courageous behavior integrates into identity. You begin to see yourself as adaptable and resilient. This self-image influences future decisions. Opportunities once avoided become invitations. Exploration replaces avoidance. Life expands beyond previous limits. Each brave act adds to a reservoir of experience. That reservoir provides reassurance during new ventures. You carry proof of your strength into unfamiliar territory. With practice, courage feels less like a leap and more like a natural stride. Focus directs energy toward meaningful outcomes. Attention scattered across too many concerns weakens effectiveness. Clear priorities concentrate effort. Identifying essential goals simplifies decision-making. Each task aligns with a broader vision. This alignment reduces wasted motion. Productivity increases when distractions lose authority. Deliberate concentration deepens skill development. Practice performed with focus accelerates mastery. Time feels richer when fully engaged. Presence enhances both efficiency and enjoyment. Interruptions inevitably arise, yet disciplined attention restores direction. Returning to the task strengthens mental endurance. Gradually, focus becomes easier to maintain. This ability benefits every pursuit. Conversations grow more attentive. Work becomes more precise. Learning accelerates through sustained engagement. Belief in positive outcomes supports concentration. You invest effort confidently, trusting it will matter. Doubt fades when purpose is clear. Momentum builds from uninterrupted work. Results appear more consistently. Satisfaction accompanies completion. Each finished objective reinforces commitment to focus. Over time, concentrated effort transforms ambition into achievement. Goals once distant move within reach. The habit of directing attention becomes a powerful asset. It channels your potential efficiently. With clarity guiding action, progress unfolds steadily. Relationships influence motivation more than many realize. Supportive environments nurture persistence. Encouragement from others reinforces belief in your path. Constructive feedback sharpens performance. Honest conversations reveal blind spots and strengths. Collaboration multiplies resources. Shared goals unite effort. Positive connections also provide emotional stability. During difficult periods, companionship offers reassurance. Listening to different perspectives broadens understanding. Empathy strengthens communication. Mutual respect builds trust. Trust encourages open exchange of ideas. Creative solutions emerge from cooperative thinking. Healthy relationships require intention. Investing time and attention deepens bonds. Expressing appreciation sustains goodwill. Boundaries protect energy and maintain balance. Choosing uplifting company shapes your outlook. Optimistic influences reinforce constructive habits. Negative environments, by contrast, drain enthusiasm. Awareness of this effect guides social choices. Surrounding yourself with growth-minded individuals accelerates development. Collective ambition fosters accountability. Each person's progress inspires the others. Together, resilience expands. Motivation becomes a shared current. Challenges feel manageable when faced as a team. Over time, these relationships form a network of strength. They remind you that success rarely happens in isolation. Human connection amplifies determination and enriches the journey. Persistence transforms intention into reality. Initial excitement often fades, but steady commitment sustains progress. Continuing after setbacks defines long-term success. Each return to effort strengthens resolve. Obstacles test dedication. Meeting those tests builds character. Progress sometimes appears slow, yet invisible changes accumulate. Skills refine quietly. Understanding deepens beneath the surface. Trust in the process maintains motivation during plateaus. Patience prevents discouragement. Small improvements signal forward movement. Recognizing them fuels perseverance. Flexibility complements persistence. Adjusting methods while keeping goals intact preserves momentum. Learning from experience sharpens strategy. Determination combined with adaptability forms a resilient approach. Others may stop when results delay. Your continued effort sets you apart. Consistency compounds over time. Repeated action produces measurable outcomes. Confidence grows from witnessing your endurance. Each milestone reached validates persistence. Satisfaction emerges from earned achievement. The journey becomes a testament to your reliability. Future challenges appear less intimidating because you carry proof of your staying power. Persistence evolves into identity. You see yourself as someone who finishes what they start. This self-concept reinforces ongoing commitment. With unwavering effort, intentions steadily materialize into tangible success. Success often grows from the way you imagine your future. The pictures you hold in your mind influence the direction of your actions. When you visualize positive outcomes, your brain begins to prepare for them. You notice steps that lead closer to your goals. This mental rehearsal builds readiness. Confidence strengthens because you have already seen yourself succeeding in your thoughts. Visualization is not fantasy, it is preparation. Athletes, leaders, and creators use it to sharpen performance. By imagining success, you train your focus on what matters. Doubt loses space to grow. Your energy aligns with intention. Each day becomes an opportunity to move toward the image you have created. Clear vision guides decision-making. Choices feel purposeful rather than random. You begin to recognize which actions support your dreams and which distract from them. This awareness simplifies priorities. Over time, imagined success feels increasingly attainable. Motivation rises because the destination appears vivid and real. Effort becomes meaningful when connected to a clear picture of possibility. Holding that image steady through challenges sustains determination. Visualization acts as a compass, keeping you oriented toward growth and achievement. Adaptability keeps progress alive when circumstances change. Life rarely follows a straight path. Unexpected turns test your flexibility. Accepting change as natural reduces resistance. Instead of clinging to fixed plans, you learn to adjust while preserving your goals. This balance protects momentum. Adaptable thinking invites creative solutions. Obstacles become opportunities to innovate. Each adjustment teaches new skills. Growth accelerates through experimentation. Belief in eventual success makes adaptation easier. You trust that new routes can still lead forward. Fear of change fades when curiosity replaces it. Exploring alternatives broadens experience. You gain confidence in navigating uncertainty. Over time, adaptability becomes strength. It allows you to respond calmly under pressure. Decisions emerge from thoughtful evaluation rather than panic. Others may struggle with sudden shifts, but you remain steady. This steadiness inspires trust and cooperation. Flexible strategies often reveal advantages hidden within challenges. By welcoming change, you keep learning active. Progress continues despite disruptions. Adaptability transforms unpredictability into a field of opportunity. Each successful adjustment reinforces resilience. You carry that resilience into future endeavors, prepared to evolve as needed. Learning never truly ends, and embracing that truth fuels motivation. Curiosity keeps the mind engaged and alert. When you approach life as a student, every experience offers instruction. Questions replace assumptions. Seeking understanding deepens awareness. Reading, listening, and observing expand perspective. Knowledge builds confidence because it equips you with tools. Skills improve through deliberate practice. Mistakes highlight areas for refinement. Instead of discouraging you, they guide focused learning. This mindset transforms setbacks into classrooms. Growth becomes continuous rather than occasional. Each insight adds to your foundation. Over time, accumulated knowledge sharpens judgment. Decisions grow wiser and more effective. Curiosity also sustains enthusiasm. Discovering new ideas renews excitement. Work feels dynamic rather than repetitive. You begin to connect concepts across different areas. Creativity emerges from these connections. Others notice your openness to learning and often share valuable information. Collaboration thrives in an atmosphere of curiosity. Progress accelerates when knowledge circulates freely. Treating life as an ongoing lesson keeps motivation fresh. There is always another level to reach, another perspective to explore. This endless horizon invites steady advancement. Purpose gives direction to effort and meaning to persistence. Knowing why you pursue a goal strengthens commitment. Purpose acts as an internal compass. It aligns daily actions with deeper values. When tasks connect to something meaningful, motivation becomes resilient. Challenges feel worthwhile because they serve a larger vision. Clarifying purpose requires reflection. You examine what truly matters and what impact you hope to create. This understanding filters distractions. Energy concentrates on priorities that resonate personally. Purpose also generates fulfillment. Achievements carry emotional weight when tied to significance. Satisfaction deepens beyond external rewards. Others sense authenticity in purposeful action. Trust grows when intentions are clear. Collaborative efforts benefit from shared meaning. Teams united by purpose move with cohesion. On difficult days, remembering your reason restores determination. Doubt fades in the presence of clarity. Each step forward reinforces alignment between values and behavior. Over time, living with purpose shapes identity. You recognize yourself as someone guided by intention. This recognition sustains motivation through uncertainty. Purpose transforms ordinary effort into a meaningful journey. Balance protects long-term motivation from exhaustion. Continuous effort without rest weakens performance. Sustainable progress requires rhythm. Periods of focused work alternate with renewal. Rest restores mental clarity and physical energy. Reflection during quiet moments sharpens insight. You evaluate progress and adjust direction. Balanced living includes attention to health, relationships, and personal interests. These areas nourish resilience. Exercise strengthens the body. Meaningful conversations support emotional stability. Creative activities refresh perspective. When life contains variety, motivation remains vibrant. Overworking narrows focus and drains enthusiasm. Balanced routines prevent burnout. They preserve enthusiasm for future challenges. Respecting personal limits demonstrates wisdom, not weakness. Recovery prepares you for stronger performance. Productivity improves when energy cycles are honored. You accomplish more with steady pacing than with frantic bursts. Balance also encourages mindfulness. Awareness of your state guides decisions about effort and rest. This sensitivity fosters self-care. Over time, balanced habits become natural. They sustain motivation across years rather than weeks. Progress unfolds at a healthy tempo, allowing growth without sacrifice. Confidence expands through evidence gathered from experience. Each completed task adds proof of capability. Remembering past successes strengthens belief in future achievements. Reflection on progress reveals patterns of improvement. You see how effort translated into results. This awareness builds trust in your methods. Confidence grounded in experience remains stable under pressure. It does not rely on empty optimism. Instead, it rests on demonstrated ability. Challenges then appear manageable. You approach them with preparation and calm. Acknowledging achievements does not create arrogance. It fosters appreciation for hard work. Celebrating milestones reinforces motivation. Gratitude for growth encourages continued effort. Others respond positively to confident energy. Opportunities often arise when people sense readiness. Sharing your experiences can inspire those around you. Collective encouragement multiplies strength. Confidence also invites responsibility. You hold yourself accountable because you expect success. This expectation shapes disciplined behavior. Over time, accumulated evidence of progress forms a strong foundation. You stand on that foundation when facing uncertainty. It reminds you that advancement is possible through consistent action. Integrity anchors motivation in honesty and consistency. Acting according to your values creates inner stability. Promises kept to yourself build trust. Ethical choices strengthen character. When behavior aligns with principles, decisions feel clear. Integrity removes internal conflict. Energy once spent on doubt becomes available for progress. Others respect reliability. Trust grows in professional and personal relationships. Collaboration flourishes in environments of honesty. Integrity also guides long-term success. Shortcuts may offer temporary gain but weaken foundations. Sustainable achievement requires ethical commitment. Upholding standards demonstrates strength. Even when difficult, principled action preserves self-respect. This respect fuels motivation. You work not only for results but for alignment with your beliefs. Over time, integrity shapes reputation. Opportunities often follow those known for fairness. Consistent behavior reinforces credibility. Challenges test principles, yet meeting those tests deepens character. Integrity becomes a compass through uncertainty. It directs choices toward lasting value. Motivation grounded in honesty remains steady. You progress with confidence, knowing your path reflects your true intentions. Contribution amplifies motivation by connecting personal growth to collective benefit. Helping others expands perspective. Service transforms ambition into shared progress. When your efforts support someone else's success, fulfillment deepens. Collaboration reveals strengths you may not recognize alone. Teaching and mentoring reinforce your own understanding. Knowledge shared becomes knowledge strengthened. Acts of generosity cultivate empathy. Relationships grow richer through mutual support. Contribution also creates networks of trust. Communities thrive when individuals invest in one another. Motivation multiplies in cooperative environments. Seeing positive impact encourages continued effort. Purpose gains social dimension. Goals extend beyond personal achievement. This expansion broadens meaning. Challenges faced for collective benefit inspire perseverance. Gratitude flows between those who give and receive support. Emotional rewards accompany tangible progress. Over time, contribution becomes habit. You naturally seek ways to assist and uplift. This orientation fosters optimism. It reminds you that success can be shared. Growth achieved together carries lasting significance. Ultimately, believing that everything works out for you is a commitment to steady action and hopeful perspective. This belief does not guarantee an easy path. It guarantees a determined traveler. Each principle, focus, adaptability, learning, purpose, balance, confidence, integrity, and contribution interlocks to support progress. Together they form a resilient mindset. With this mindset, uncertainty becomes manageable. You meet challenges with preparation and calm. Effort replaces hesitation. Growth becomes continuous. Over time, results accumulate. Dreams once distant move closer. Satisfaction emerges from the journey as much as the destination. Acting with trust encourages persistence. You remain open to lessons hidden within experience. Every step forward reinforces belief in your capacity. This cycle strengthens motivation. Life unfolds as a field of opportunity shaped by your responses. When you carry the conviction that things can work out, you engage fully. You invest energy wisely. You recover quickly from setbacks. Confidence grows through lived experience. The path ahead may twist and turn, yet your commitment remains steady. With each day, you build a future grounded in action, resilience, and hope.